Hotel network layout objectives. Design the layout for the hotel's guest rooms. Design the layout for the hotel's casino. Design the layout for the hotel's boardrooms. Design the layout for the hotel's embassies. Hotel network layout. Guest rooms objectives to be completed. Each room should have access to view nightlife on the grounds of the hotel from their rooms. The hotel should have cable TV in each guest room. Each room should have access to mobile communication through the use of VoIP phones. Each room should have both wired and wireless connection. NAS system. What is it? Network attached storage. NAS is a dedicated hard disk storage device that is set up with its own network address and provide file-based data storage services to other devices on the network. How will it solve the problem? IP cameras will be installed at selected areas of the hotel's nightlife infrastructure, and each camera can be accessed through a guest's web browsers by entering the IP address of the NAS once they are on the hotel's networks. Point-to-multipoint Ethernet passive optical network EPON. What is it? A passive optical network pontoon is a system that brings optical fiber cabling and signals all or most of the way to the end user. How will it solve the problem? From the main cable service provider, signals will be sent through their existing infrastructure to the building concentration point, which will take the form of a splitter in the point-to-multipoint pontoon topology. A single fiber is shared by several end users. VoIP phone. What is it? A category of hardware and software that enables people to use the Internet as the transmission medium for telephone calls by sending voice data in packets using IP rather than by traditional circuit transmissions of the PSTN. How does it work? Through the simple use of an added analog telephone adapter, all analog calls will be transmitted into digital data and sent over the existing network to the Internet to any destination on traditional cellular phone networks over the world. Internet access. What is it? Internet connection sharing (ICS) describes the ability of a network of two or more computers to share a single Internet connection. How will it work? Both the wireless and wired connections for each room will be connected to the main Internet server and will allow persons to freely connect any through the means of wireless hotspots and Ethernet cables. Network security. Embassy network objectives to be completed. Ensure network security with the use of the following. Firewall. IPS network credentials. Firewall. What is it? A firewall is a set of related programs located at a network gateway server that protects the resources of a private network from users from other networks. How will it solve the problem? The firewall is responsible for enforcing the policies of the network and allows access to who has sufficient privileges to gain access to the servers and manipulate the data stored. Intrusion prevention system. IPS. What is it? It provides policies and rules for network traffic along with an intrusion detection system for alerting system or network administrators to suspicious traffic. How will it solve the problem? Allows the administrator to provide the action upon being alerted of an intruder and will also make its own decision on how to handle an intruder. Network credentials. What is it? Username and password which has to be entered to access a network. How will it solve the problem? It will enable us to keep track of the persons using the network and limit their access to documents located on the network. Hotel network layout. Casino objectives to be completed. Set up a surveillance network. Network video recorder. What is it? A network video recorder is a device for storing digital CCTV images on an IP network. NVRs can be written to and read from simultaneously, thus allowing the viewing and analysis of one stream of video whilst another stream is being written. How will it solve the problem? It will centralize all the video captured from the camera so they can be played back in the surveillance room. Power over Ethernet. What is it? Power over Ethernet (PoE) is a technology for wired Ethernet LANs local area networks that allows the electrical current necessary for the operation of each device to be carried by the data cables rather than by power cords. How will it solve the problem? All cameras on the network will be powering this device. It will send power though the Ethernet cables connected to the cameras from the NVR.